This conference will now be recorded.
Let me share my. Everybody see my screen? Let me zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the high level of agenda today. So talk about the OpenRMC spec 1.1. Then we talk about something beyond 1.1. So we have some plan might need a tune. Also, I think the last one big topic will be the OCP Global Summit. Okay. So John, do you have other item you want to talk about? So
No.
okay. So I think 1.1. So John, I remember last meeting you saying I heard you say you're gonna talk about the certification and with the security group. So are we finalizing the 1.1 spec? Can we release for community review?
Not yet. So I'm still
Not yet.
working with the security.
Okay.
Still working with the security group.
Okay.
But they seem to respond to me.
Oh.
I know it's been hard interacting with them.
Yeah.
But now with the new IC member, I think we're early up.
Oh, they have a new ICN member this time? For security group, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay, so we are not finalized yet, right? So we probably push
No.
to next month.
Mm-hmm.
Push to next month or okay. Okay, so let's talk about beyond 1.1. So right now the problem is right now Inspire didn't commit so far has not committed. So I'm concerned on the future of OpenRMC, the contribution. So John, so for YWINS, they have some proprietary implementations, so I'm not sure they gonna submit as a
Well,
contribution.
why don't we wait until the section? So
Yeah, I saw Sujoy join. Yeah.
Yeah, hi,
right.
John, hi, Han. Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
good morning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, good morning to you. Yeah.
Nice to join.
Hey.
So before we get to that, what is your concern about 1.x? I would say there's no plan until we at least get 1.1 out. So
Okay.
I'm curious as to why you think we should plan for 1.x.
No, I'm thinking so eventually 1.1 we're gonna release and then after that, right? So we might think about so what is a hardware platform, what is software platform later on. So I understand. So right now the major focus is to 1.1. So beyond that, so it's just brainstorming, bring to this talk.
Oh,
Yeah. So if we say
okay.
1.1 is not mature, we have not justified 1.1 yet, not yet do the demo, we definitely can bring this topic again. So I just curious, so any ideas, so whether 1.x, so I really focus on, so who gonna make a further contribution and do some, even for the hardware contribution, or we think about some other plan. So if it's too early, so we can definitely push to the future meeting for sure.
Right. I think it's too early, right? It's usually
Okay.
we ship out an API, we ship an updated API,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we get someone to actually produce a product that conforms to that API.
Okay.
And then we know how long it took with 1.0. So anything we put in 1.x, we may change our mind by the time we get there.
Okay. All right. So I just
So it's
put
really
to,
it was really an academic discussion, which I don't want to have. And it could very well be, right? That,
yeah.
the only reason we did 1.1 was when we reviewed 1.0, there was like, a bunch of guys, you missed this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And we're fixing it, right? And
Mhm.
so, unless we could do 1.1 and say, okay, that's enough.
Okay.
It's going to take a while for the industry to get there and produce it and conform to 1.1, and once they get there, they may have issues that need to be resolved.
Okay.
But if there are no issues to be resolved, I don't see continuing this line of work.
All right. So I just put to push to the future agenda. So right now, you're right. So
Yeah.
maybe allow the whole community even catch up to 1.1. Then we think about
Yeah.
something beyond. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think we have to keep our focused on today and not spend too much time
I
talking
know.
about tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go to next topic. So global summit. So last time we talked about, so we're gonna have the server project update combined to Hamel's presentation. So you talk with Hamel. So this is a plan, right? So he's okay with that, right? Oh, so do you have a draft for the update, or I know it's still early, so I think the slide deck ready gonna be in September timeframe, right? So
It'll be September as the first draft is required.
yeah.
So
Okay,
we have time.
okay. To time to this September. I think it's 18 or something. God. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think next one is so we have for the hardware management track. So from OpenRMC project, we have a submission, so which is from Wewin. So so Joy is online. So Joy, do you mind give us the introduction? So I know right now is only subject abstract. So can you give us a brief introduction? What exactly gonna be demo in the
Y-
presentation? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. There'll be a couple of slides, high-level slides describing about the product and the software stack, and
Hmm.
then uh, it will be a live demo. We'll be showing some of like we are in the process we are in implementation stage of OpenRMC part of it,
Okay.
and our project schedule shows that we should be able to complete a bunch of commands, by
Okay.
that time. So we'll be showing those as a live demo and showing the world that how like the architectural part of it and how the things work. That's it.
Okay.
So Sujoy, when you
Yeah,
say demo, where does this demo exist? Is this on
yeah.
the
Uh, Actually, still we are deciding on the logistics. We may bring the EP100 server into the um, center, where this will have take place, or we may connect to our San Jose lab. We have a lab in San Jose. We'll be remote into that
Mhm.
lab and showing that is it's working. On worst come worst, we'll prepare a video in case we have a connectivity issue. Then we will be showing that as a video. Okay.
Okay. So you'll either be a video, you'll be remote, or you'll be in the experience center.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Either of like first preference will be in the experience center, but we are working on the logistics part of it. If not experience center, then it will be a will be remote into our Sinuser lab and will be showing from there. And if we encounter any connectivity issue as a fallback plan, we will have the video demo.
Okay. And if we're in the experience center,
Mhm.
are you bringing a chassis with an RMC and
Yeah,
a
exactly.
server
Yeah.
blade?
Yep.
Okay, so okay.
So the demo vehicle will be the EP100.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So so Jerry,
So
so
what will the
yeah, the demo list. Do you have a scope?
Yeah, we'll be showing the like the commands that the OpenRMC commands that we will be sending, and the
Uh-huh.
response.
Okay, yeah, so I remember during last
Mm.
tech week, so you have a presentation regarding this OpenRMC implementation. So at that time I remember, so it's still leveraging some non-refish protocols. So is this time gonna do some demo
Yeah,
using refish? Your
yeah, yeah,
implement?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
It will be OpenRMC. It will be like we have IPMI based implementation in the back end, but the front end, like the not bound part, will be the whole OpenRMC APIs.
Okay.
Whatever we show. Yeah.
Okay.
oh, so can I show a diagram which I might need to change? It's probably a good time to go change that here.
You want to present something?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I stopped sharing. So
Yeah, I think I can just steal it from you. Okay. So Shujo, I know you haven't seen this yet, so this is probably wrong. So I need to change this to it. It looks like it's already wrong. So I thought this is what you were going to provide. So it looks like this is going to be IPMI. So this is basically your RMC, and this is your server board that you're actually going to manage.
Which one? Like,
And this is going to be in an open.
sorry, John. That the top box is the RMC, right? And the
Yes,
and the and the bottom boxes are
yes,
the sleds, right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
actual slate platforms.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, you're right.
So
The top portion will be conforming to our northbound specification, and the top box which is the RMC. RMC
yes,
conforms to the
right.
northbound, and the bottom one will be the IPMI.
Mhm.
So we haven't implemented the
Okay, so this
southbound.
is IPMI.
Yes, we haven't
That,
implemented
that that
this.
that's fine. I just want to make sure the diagram is
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah.
okay. And so when you say Yosemite V3, it's the slave, right?
Yeah,
Or is
like
it
I don't know. To be honest with you, I need to double check this
because you're
Yosemite
gonna have
Sorry, we are
mhm.
cutting each other. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so basically, I need to clarify this diagram. If you could help, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Because my view of the open edge rack is that it has this RMC sled, and then
Mhm.
it has this server sled, and I want to make sure I know which one's which.
So John, can you quickly explain, if you don't mind, the
So
nature of this diagram?
oh, the nature of this diagram. Okay. First, we start with this thing. Okay, this is my proposal. Um, um, uh, and so I was going to split into describe, prescribe, implement, and conform. And so within implement, it was going to be hardware management modules, but this may be a separate section because I know in the spreadsheet it's a separate row, so I don't care. But I wanted to figure out how these would all kind of fit together. So I created this, and this said, okay, I've got various experiences that I want to drive within the experience center. So there are two rack manager slave uh, structures, right? One is on a regular rack that we all know and love, and one is on an open edge platform.
Got it. So this on the right side where we see the box which states VWin firmware. Um, has this firmware contributed to OCP? What exactly is that?
We haven't contributed it yet.
When do you plan to contribute it?
That is to be decided. It's being developed as I speak.
But do you have any timeline? I guess is the question.
Yeah, like we will be finalizing for this demo. We'll have like half a dozen commands ready, and our project plan is by end of December or early next year we'll be finishing whole implementation.
Can
Okay.
you implement this while it's being in the OCP GitHub?
Sorry.
So when you said you are implementing it, I mean it's still
Mm,
being in the works, right? So
mm.
so what exactly, how are you implementing it? Do you have some code that is in the GitHub and some binary? How, what is the process that you guys follow to implement it?
Yeah, we have our internal GitHub. It's not exposed to public, you know. So where we implement our code, it is because of the proprietary nature of the stack, we are not able to expose it yet. And
So
whether
Jay,
we
that's
can,
exactly what the problem is. When you say proprietary nature of the stack, I don't even see this happening in January too. So
why?
let me ask you one question. I need a commitment from you
Mhm.
that if we win, does we win want to contribute this? That's my first question.
Okay,
Second question is when?
okay.
Or
So
or third question is, do you really want to contribute?
okay, so let me circle back with my team, and forward I get back to you through email.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Sorry, John, I'm trying, I don't want to take much of this time, but considering the new organization under Rebecca's weekly, and I know John knows her much better than me,
Mhm.
um, you know, gone are those days where we just talk about OpenRMC with no actual commitments, no actual deliverables. And let me be very open that this OpenRMC is under the radar right now,
Mhm.
because of not because there's no supplier list, there's nothing much happening. I mean, at least to the world, right? Even if the good work is happening in those meetings, but the community is not seeing the actual outcome of the work being done and the contributions. So if you could, talk to the internal team and circle back to me, sooner than later, I would really appreciate it.
Yes, I will do that. But what is the requirement? What if we can't? I want to be putting this carry the right message from you. What if
Yes,
we are
this is not a, what do you call, a place where we just pick. Now if that is the case, then I don't want to list any commercial software in I don't want to, I'm fine with this experience center because I have
Mhm,
already committed,
mhm.
but going forward, I'm not going to entertain any proprietary firmware into the OCP ecosystem.
Okay, so that's the message, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is a very consider this is important because
Yep.
and Sujai, it's been happening for a while now. So
Yeah, like the thing is, if
So this,
let me tell you one thing. Sorry, John. Like when that was the understanding that we had, and correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, that as long as we conform to the OpenRMC spec, it doesn't matter what stack we choose to use, right? That was the initial understanding that I had. Okay, so are we deviating from that? What if somebody is
yes,
developing a? Okay,
I'll let John answer it. How about that?
yeah.
yes. So during the replan, right, 2 years ago, we decided you had to have the only way you contribute to OCP is as a bundled solution, which meant you had to bundle the software with the hardware.
Uh-huh.
Now, and that's been the plan. So this was all going to work when INSPIR was in this box because INSPIR has a contributed bundled solution, which is both hardware and software, right? And INSPIR uh, hasn't made the commit to provide resources into the experience center, for various reasons. And so if they can't make it, then I was looking at WeWin, right? So if WeWin is not on the same track of contributing a bundle solution, then Rajiv is right. We can't have you in the experience center.
Okay. Okay. So that
Right,
clarifies.
because if you look on the left-hand side, right, this is being contributed and this is being contributed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Exactly, John. Thank you. You read my mind. You're spot on this, 100%. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, right. When I originally did this, right, it was going to be Inspur, it's going to be Inspur or we were,
Okay.
oh, I
So
went, sorry.
then I will tell my management team that if we are not able to contribute, so this time also we are not allowed to present, right?
Yes, I don't I can't do that anymore. So,
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. Whatever your process, we will have to honor that. I'm just a messenger. I'll just carry the message. I don't make the calls.
but understand, let me give you an example, right?
Hmm.
You are playing such an important role, number one. And I'll
Hmm.
give you an example. So Engineer Reddy from Intel, John knows him. Engineer Reddy, you know him, right? Engineer, he's
Mhm.
okay. So he's a PL
Hmm.
for the OSF group, right?
Hmm.
And he's from Intel.
Hmm.
So Anjanya is such a great guy where he understood what OCP needs, where OCP sucks, and where it is falling apart, and how we can help OCP.
Hmm.
He started. There are Intel FSP packages, or I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but earlier it was not redistributable, and OCP was struggling a lot because nobody
Hmm.
could build firmware right without that being redistributed. So Engineer worked with the higher management for months and months, totally dedicated till the point where Intel finally agreed, you know what? Okay, we'll make it open. I mean redistributable. And that helped the OCP OSF group tremendously.
Hmm.
So so same thing you can play from the RMC perspective, where rather you ask your management, hey, what should I do? Again, I can't speak for you, but I think if you really are vested in OpenRMC, if you really want this sub-project to succeed, then you can in fact convince your higher management and convince them how important this is. So you can take, I would, what do you call, recommend to take the latter route than the former route.
Okay. I got your message, but the thing is, like, it's not only our management. Like, we are using the AMI stack. So we have to circle back through that. Are they really interested to open their stack? It's a proprietary. People have to pay the license fees for that. You,
Right,
you
and
know
no
what
issue with that. You can talk to Zach, and again, but I'm sure it can be worked upon. I'm sure something can be worked about, right? I'm sure there can be some settlement or an agreement, but I think this is the time to start having those discussions.
Okay. So I will communicate that to my management. Like I can't make those calls, and now it's becoming two companies. They have to agree on something. The
Yeah.
AMI has to agree. Everyone has to agree. But the message I'm carrying today, I'm reconfirming from you that if we are not able to deliver the format, we are not allowed to even participate in this OCP.
Right,
To
because if you look at the acceptance criteria for the Experience Center,
Mm,
I have had like around 19 different requests from different groups,
okay.
and John knows it. I'm speaking with him, I think, tomorrow to further understand about what exactly is being shown. But if you look at the acceptance criteria, number one is that the hardware should be in the marketplace, the specs should be in the contribution database, no commercial, um, no commercial, what do you call, no commercial softwares to be shown in Experience Center. I mean, there are some exceptions, of course. For example, in the Edge core, I have made an exception where the way the device manager is working is using one commercial software that does a false positive, creates an alert, which Sonic picks it up and then displays it. So um, But in your case, I think you said that you were going to have some commands being run.
Yeah.
But and I think that's the core of the demo, not just what do you call a software that is assisting the demo. So hence, it's difficult to, for me to, prove this. So, um, you know, um, I would recommend you to, take this up with your management.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good that we are having a discussion. I have a clear guidance, and if they want, they can review this video because it's being recorded, they can review what has been discussed.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for your time.
Thanks, John.
No problem. So if we can't get we win and we can't white win, sorry, and we can't get INSPIR, then the experience center is just down to this on this side. But we can talk about that at tomorrow's meeting.
Yeah, we can talk about it tomorrow. And John, I'll take your guidance too. If Sujai thinks that, if I have a timeline, some commitment, something that I can convince.
At this point, if he can't run right the OCP conformance test suite against his API, right? A couple of commands ain't going to do it, right? That's why I was anxious to hear what Sujai had in mind, right? So if I had INSPIR's platform in here, right, they could have ran the conformance test suite against it, and it would have been good because that's what they did prior to the accepted contribution. So I'm not willing to lower that bar. So I would much rather remove the open edge side, right, and go deal with what I have on the right, on the
Left-hand
right hand
side.
side, and deal with what I have on the left hand side, and have that as part of the experience center, right?
Okay.
Because then you could get the managing, right, the installation and the conformance testing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a good strategy, John. I agree with you. Thanks.
Okay, Hans, back to you.
Okay. So I think it's already end of the agenda. So still want to talk about, so when we gonna, what's the deadline for the final commitment for this one? Either for we win or INSPIR. So I think we almost out
September,
of
right?
time.
September.
Yeah.
The middle of September, Rajiv, on
So
commits
the
to the experience center.
September 24th is the time when I should have a fair understanding of the demos that are going to make it to the experience center.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 week, correct?
September 24th.
Oh,
Today is
September 20. Okay.
yes. We have time, but don't wait for the last minute, please.
Yeah, I know. That's why I understand. So definitely the deadline. So we need to put some buffer before that. So I know. Okay.
Exactly. Cool.
All right. Thank you. So Jay, please help to check with management. So I will check with.
Yeah, I will circle back with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. I think I'm reaching the end of agenda. Oh, sorry, I didn't share it. So, anyone have other topic we want to talk about? Otherwise, I think we can pretty much end for today's meeting.
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Thank you,
Later.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I guess talk to you guys later.